Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of the 17th of November 2023. Essence. Sweet children, in order to become a garland around the Father's neck, race in knowledge and yoga. Your duty is to give the whole world the Father's introduction. Question. Which intoxication should you constantly maintain so that your illness is cured? Answer. Maintain the intoxication of knowledge and yoga. Don't worry about those old bodies. The more your intellects are pulled to your bodies, the more greed you have, the more illnesses there will be. To decorate your bodies, to put on powder and cream, etc., is all useless. You have to decorate yourselves with this knowledge and yoga. This is your true decoration. Song. The rain of knowledge is for those who are with the Beloved. Om Shanti. Those who are with the Father... There are many fathers in the world, but the Father, the Creator of all of them, is one. He alone is the ocean of knowledge. You definitely have to understand that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge. Only through this knowledge do you receive salvation. Only when the Golden Age is established can human beings have salvation. The Father alone is called the bestower of salvation. Only when it is the confluence age does the ocean of knowledge come and take you from degradation to salvation. Bharat is the most ancient of all. Only for the people of Bharat has 84 births been remembered. Surely the human beings who came first would take 84 births. You say 84 births of the deities, and so there are also 84 births of Brahmins. It is the main ones that are mentioned. No one knows about these things. He definitely creates the world through Brahma. First of all, he has to create the subtle world and then this corporeal world. You children know where the subtle region is and where the incorporeal world is. The incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world are called Trilok, the three worlds. Since you speak of Trilokinath, the Lord of the three worlds, this has to have a meaning. There must be the three worlds, must there not? In fact, only the one Father and his children can be called Trilokinath. Here, some people are called Trilokinath, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, etc. The people of Bharat have given themselves these names. They even have double names, Radhe Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan. No one knows that Radhe and Krishna are from separate kingdoms. He was a prince of one kingdom, and she was a princess from another kingdom. You know this at this time. These points are imbibed very well by the intellects of the good children. For instance, a clever doctor would be aware of the names of many types of medicine. Here too, many new points continue to emerge. Inventions continue to take place day by day. Those who practice well would imbibe new points. If you don't imbibe, you cannot be brought into the line of Maharatis. Everything depends on the intellect, and it is also a matter of fortune. This is also in the drama, is it not? No one even knows the drama. You understand that you are playing your parts on the field of action. However, if you don't know the beginning, the middle, and the end of the drama, you don't know anything. You have to know everything. You children know that the Father has come, and so it is the duty of you children to give others his introduction. It is your duty to tell the whole world so that no one can say that they weren't aware of this. Many will come to you. Many will also take the literature. Children had many visions at the beginning. Christ and Abraham came to Bharat. Truly, Bharat continues to pull everyone. In reality, Bharat is the birthplace of the unlimited Father. However, those people don't know that this Bharat is God's birthplace. They speak of the Supreme Soul, Shiva, but by saying that everyone is the Supreme Soul, they have lost the importance of the unlimited Father. You children now explain. The land of Bharat is the greatest pilgrimage place of all. All the messengers who come just come to establish their own religions. Those of all the other religions continue to follow them down. It is now the end. People try to go back, but who brought you here? Christ came and established the Christian religion. He pulled them down here. Now everyone is fed up and wants to go back home. You have to explain this. Everyone comes to play his or her own part. While playing your parts, you have to come into sorrow. Then it is the Father's duty to liberate you from sorrow and to take you into happiness. Bharat is the Father's birthplace. Among you children too, not all of you know the importance of this. There are a few who understand this, and their intoxication remains high. Only in Bharat does the Father come every cycle. You have to tell this to everyone. You have to invite them. First of all, you have to do this service. You have to prepare literature. You have to give everyone an invitation. No one has the knowledge of the Creator or of the creation. You should become serviceable and glorify your name. Everyone asks for the help of the clever children who have many points in their intellects. They continue to chant the names of these children. Firstly, they chant the name of Shiv Baba, then of Brahma Baba, and then of the children number-wise. On the path of devotion, they turn the beads of a rosary physically. Now you chant the names through your lips. So-and-so is very serviceable. He is egoless, very sweet, and doesn't have any body consciousness. It is said, become sweet, and everyone will be very sweet to you. The Father says, you children have become very unhappy, and if you now remember me, I will help. What can I do if you have dislike? This is like disliking yourself. In that case, you won't receive a status. You receive so much wealth. When someone wins a lottery, he becomes so happy. There are so many prizes there. First prize, second prize, third prize. In the same way, this is the spiritual race. This is the race of knowledge and the power of yoga. Those who go fast in this will become the garland around the Father's neck, and they will sit close to the throne. All of this is explained to you very easily. Also look after your homes, because you are karma yogis. You have to study in class for an hour and then go home and think about these things. They do the same at school too. They study and then go home and do their homework. The Father says, study for an hour, half an hour. There are 8 hours in a day. Out of that too, the Father says, study for an hour, if not that, then for half an hour. Attend class for even 15 to 20 minutes. Imbibe that and then become engaged in your business, etc. In the early days, Baba used to make you sit in remembrance and tell you to spin the discus of self-realization. There was the mention of remembrance. Remember the Father and the inheritance, and spin the discus of self-realization. And then, when you feel sleepy, go to sleep. Then your final thoughts will lead you to your destination, and when you wake up in the morning, you will remember those points. By practicing this, you will become conquerors of sleep. Those who do something will receive the reward of it. When you do something, it is visible. Your behavior reveals it. The behavior of those who don't do anything is completely different. It is seen when a child churns the ocean of knowledge and imbibes knowledge and doesn't have any greed, etc. Those bodies are old. Those bodies will be fine when you imbibe this knowledge and yoga. If you don't imbibe this, your bodies will continue to decay even more. You are to receive new bodies in the future. You souls have to make your souls pure. Those are old bodies. No matter how much powder and lipstick, etc. you put on, how much you decorate them, they are not worth a penny. All of that decoration is useless. All of you are engaged to Shiv Baba. When a marriage is to take place, the bride first wears old clothes on that day. You must not now decorate your body. If you decorate yourself with this knowledge and yoga, you will become princes and princesses in the future. This is a lake of knowledge, Mansarovar. Continue to take a dip in this knowledge, and you will become an angel of heaven. The subjects would not be called angels. They say, Krishna abducted women and made them into empresses. It would not be said that he abducted them and then made them into cremators of the subjects. He abducted them to make them into emperors and empresses. You should also make this effort. Don't be happy with whatever status you receive. The main thing here is the study. This is a school. Many people open Gita Pashalas. Those people simply sit and relate the Gita and make you learn it by heart. Some people select a verse and then speak on that for half or 3/4 of an hour. There is no benefit in that. The Father sits here and teaches you. Your aim and objective is clear. There is no aim or objective in reading the Vedas and the scriptures, or in chanting or doing tapasya. Continue to make effort, that's all. However, what will you receive? It is said that when people do a lot of devotion, they find God. The day definitely has to come after the night. It will all happen at the right time. Some say the duration of each cycle is one thing, and others say it is something else. When you explain to them, they would say, "How could the scriptures be wrong? God would not tell lies." You need to have the power to explain. So you children need to have the power of yoga. Everything becomes easy with the power of yoga. If you aren't able to do certain things, it means that you don't have power, that you don't have yoga. In some cases, Baba also helps. Whatever is fixed in the drama continues to repeat. We understand this. No one else understands the drama. Second by second, every second that passes continues to tick away. We act according to Srimat. How would you become elevated if you don't follow Srimat? Not everyone can become the same. Those people think that they will all become one. They don't understand the meaning of becoming one. What should they become one of? Should they all become the one father, or should they all become one brother? If they were to say that they will become brothers, that's fine. By following Srimat, we truly can become one. All of you are following in one direction. Your father, teacher and guru are one. Those who don't follow Srimat fully will not be able to become elevated. If you don't follow Srimat at all, you will be completely finished. They only enter in a race those who are worthy. When it is a big race, they have very good first-class horses, because they have a big lottery at stake. This too is a horse race. They speak of the horse of Hussein. They have shown Hussein on a horse in a battle. You children are doubly non-violent. The violence of lust is number one. No one knows about this type of violence. Even sannyasis don't consider it as such. They simply say that it is a vice. The Father says, lust is the greatest enemy. It is this that causes you sorrow from its beginning through the middle to its end. You have to prove to them that this is your Raja Yoga of the family path, whereas theirs is Hatha Yoga. They learn Hatha Yoga from Shankaracharya, and we learn Raja Yoga from Shivacharya, the teacher. You should tell them these things at the right time. If someone asks you, if the deities take 84 births, how many births would Christians take? Tell them, you can calculate this yourself. There are 84 births in 5,000 years. It is 2,000 years since Christ came. Now calculate how many births they would take on average. They would perhaps take 30 to 32 births. This is clear. Those who see a lot of happiness will also see a lot of sorrow. Those people see less happiness, and so they also receive less sorrow. You have to calculate the average. Those who come later take fewer births. You can also calculate how many births Buddha and Abraham take. Perhaps there would be a difference of 1 or 2 births. So you should churn the ocean of knowledge about all of these things. What should we explain if anyone asks us? You should tell them, first of all, you have to claim your inheritance from the Father. At least remember the Father. Each one will take as many births as they are to take. At least claim your inheritance from the Father. You have to explain this very well. This is something that requires effort. You will become successful by making effort. A very broad and unlimited intellect is required. There has to be a lot of love for Baba and Baba's wealth. Some don't take this wealth at all. Oh, at least imbibe the jewels of knowledge. They say, what can I do? I can't understand it. If you don't understand, that is your destiny. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana. 1. Don't dislike anyone. Be very sweet with everyone. Race in this knowledge and yoga and become a garland around the Father's neck. 2. Become a conqueror of sleep. Wake up early in the morning and remember the Father. Spin the discus of self-realization. Instill the habit of churning the knowledge that you hear. Blessing. May you stabilize your intellect in an elevated stage according to the directions and become a master almighty authority. When some children sit in yoga, instead of being soul conscious, they think of service. However, it should not be like that, because if instead of becoming bodiless in the final moments, you have thoughts of service, you would fail the paper of a second. At that time you must remember nothing but the Father, and of being incorporeal, viceless and egoless. In thinking about service, you would still come into a physical consciousness. Therefore, when you have to stabilize yourself in a particular stage, practice becoming stable in that alone, for only then will you be called a Master Almighty Authority who has controlling and ruling powers. Slogan: the easy way to overcome any situation is to have one strength and one support. Om Shanti.